EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Denver Broncos. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Sony Michel, his first carry. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. 45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. Oh, you got deep? Watch, 8. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Shift. Check.
From the gun, they run with Michel. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
He was brought
2 yards on the first down carry and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
65. 40's the line. Squeeze. Great. Watch your slap. 40's Mike. Watch the backer.
From the gun, here's Newton. Being chased out left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Check. 40's Mike. Gun. Hey, 40's Mike, right there. 40's Mike. Get your swerve on. Mike 40. Great. What's the goal? Mike 40.
Out of the gun, Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Michael O.J. Mudia. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, right to before, right to before. What's the party now?
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Not much there, only a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Dancing to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Ford is Mike. Ford is Mike. Cover. 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Push him back. Push him back. Mike 40, Mike 40.
A shotgun snap for Newton. That's caught by his tight end, Matt Lacoste. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. 20.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45. 20. He must be true. Express. 45, Mike. 45. Watch the pass. 45 to Mike. Crunch time, defense.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Mike 45. Cut. Check 45 to Mike. Check.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Got his man, that's Harry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the draw, it's White. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 46-yard.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, Newton. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Patriots nothing.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
Gun. Watch twist. 45 to Mike. Hey! Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On first and 10, Newton. That's complete to White. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Greg. 20.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. From the gun, Newton escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. Flushed out right. And that is going to be incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Cost them.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Dobbins. And some room to roam now. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. J.K. Dobbins, 87 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Well called, well blocked, and he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me was from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets,
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
45's the mark. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Kill. Gun. Check mark 45. Check mark 45. Come on. You better bring 45.
Operating from the gun. Newton. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now the second-year punter, Jake Bailey, on for New England, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And shedding through the tackle. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Lock on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And got his man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Devin Duvernay, 83 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Extra point.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Eluding the pressure right. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Duke Dawson picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lock, flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. To throw it is Lock. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They're going for it with Dobbins. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Brought down right.
Dante Hightower on the stop.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Locke. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
You can try and underthrow it and go back shoulder, but your timing has to be impeccable. And here, I think it was much more of a duck than a designed back shoulder throw.
At their own 11-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
45, 48, 8. Watch the screen.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Let's go.
Again, Newton. Flushed out right. He's got Lacoste as tight end. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Edelman, the intended receiver that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check. Check 45 to Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up. 45, Mike, 45. Hey, come on, now, come on. 45's the Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, check Mike. 20. Check Mike 45. Here we go.
To throw again, Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Edelman. 3rd down here.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
45. I know he ain't got it. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. He's scared. 45.
Newton throwing again. Trying for Edelman again. This time he's got him. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Block now to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Block taking the snap at 1. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Right there, 54, right there. 7, let's go. 3 balls. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Mike's 50, go.
They do go for it. It's Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Kyle Duggar. And now the rookie's free. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And his kick is right through.
Broncos 21, Patriots 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
and probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
A gain of 17 yards. First down, Broncos.
Now the Broncos' big-ticket acquisition, it's Melvin Gordon. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
He's across
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a carry for Dobbins. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 18. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down and 4, Locke. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To throw on 3rd down. Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Throw left side here, taken in by Asiasi, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
42-yard line.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. 45, 45, 45 to Mike, 45.
From the gun, Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Duke Dawson picks it. And he will will score. Touchdown, Denver. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Broncos 28, Patriots 10.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
At the 46-yard line.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 45. Mike, 45. Gun. Check.
Operating from the gun, Newton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there for New England. 47 yards. From the gun, Newton. He'll buy some time right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Second down and goal. Newton eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Devin Asiasi with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots get a score closer. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Lock under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's John Simon with a sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Back now in Foxborough. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. The Broncos on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Locke. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands.
And look at this. It's a fake. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Now Newton on first down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
45.
After the sack on first down, Newton. That's caught by the tight end, Lacoste. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Gun. Great. 45. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 45 is the mic. They gonna need some therapy after this.
From the gun, here's Newton. Steps away to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked by the rookie Michael O.J. Mudia. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. The Broncos on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by the rookie Kyle Duggar. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
9-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton flush to his right. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football. Back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. And Lobo, what? 64, weak.
From the gun, it's Locke. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Block now on 1st down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Gun. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 45, Mike, 45.
Newton on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Gun. Hey, 20. Check it out, please. Kill. 48.
Throwing again. Newton. Slant route caught by Edelman. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
At the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
I'm going back to Great. Mike 20. In your face. Mike 20.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
20. Gun. 20, Mike. Everybody, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike. Here we go, here we go. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Watch the speed.
2nd and 10, Newton again. It's caught. This is White. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Hey, tight. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Everybody, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey! Record. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up.
Throwing again is Newton. Now he's got it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Duke Dawson picks it, and a short return to the 6-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
After the turnover, here's Locke. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
The ball carrier
Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Okay, break. Blue dog working. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
A handoff running left is Dobbins. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
30-yard line.
Four down. Check 83. Ball going to 83. Go.
A lot going to throw it here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Check, check. 25, check 25, check 25.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
We got three, fellas, we got 3. Exit.
Locke working out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, express. Watch the screen. Check that green. Check 45 tonight. I got you, punk.
To throw again. Newton. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just get